The trilogy as a whole kind of focuses on um, basically a group of three friends who were very close in college, but
Mhm.
were kind of broken apart by a tragic event, which was the suicide of a friend of theirs. And at the opening of the book, we find
Mhm.
out that my hero Austin from Avenge Me, that his father has had some involvement in this, and that kind of brings them back together uh, to work together to try and bring Jason Treffin down. And so Avenge Me focuses on kind of getting that ball rolling. And in it, Austin ends up meeting and hooking up with the sister of his friend who had killed herself 10 years ago. And of course, neither of them know who each other is. And when they find out, it's pretty explosive. But even though they're probably the worst people in the world for each other, they need each other. They need each other to get this plan going to see Jason Treffin brought down. And in the middle of all that, they're kind of negotiating this very ill advised attraction for each other. Usually when I'm in my office, then I tweet because I describe myself as being a compulsive multitasker. So my thoughts run kind of I'm
Mhm.
working on the book, and then it's kind of like squirrel. So I run to Twitter to tweet whatever random thought I had, and then go back to work. But that actually kind of works for me. The only time I really don't tweet is when if I'm out doing something with my family, if we're on vacation or something, then I
Right.
try to cut off internet stuff. But it's kind of part of a day's work for me, and it's my water cooler.
As it goes.
Well, I do kind of loosely try to work a 9 to 5 schedule
Mhm.
5 days a week. Most of
Mhm.
that time is going to be devoted to writing. I have a pretty strict word count that I try to hit. I have really dropped a lot of blogging lately because as there have been more kind of promotional obligations, something has to shift. And for me, that's never going to be the writing because I think the most important thing you can do as a writer is write the next book. Um,
Mhm.
so everything falls in kind of around the writing, and everything else isn't scheduled. It's just kind of when I get to it. I definitely tend to gravitate toward the more rural locations. Even in my presents books, they
Mhm.
tend to go on vacation to a private island or kind of go up to a chalet. So for me, I think when
Yeah.
I imagine a vacation for myself, that's the kind of luxury I gravitate toward. As nice as cities like New York and London are,
Right.
so I think definitely my favorite is kind of the small towns and even in the presents the kind of private island feeling because I like that isolation.